Good morning, students. Welcome in the fourth lecture of physics class. In the third lecture, we have discussed about the Ohm's law, statement, verification, graphs, and resistance. Today, we will discuss factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. Students, remember that resistance of a conductor don't depend on the current and potential difference. It depends on the properties of the materials. So if we see that resistance of a conductor depends on the length of a conductor, it depends on its area of cross sections. That means thickness of the conductor. It depends on the nature of the materials and temperature of the environment. Resistance of a conductor changes in a directly proportional with the length of the conductor. It means if we doubles the length of the conductor, then resistance will be doubled. If we halves the length of the conductor, then resistance will be halved. It changes with the same rate as the length changes. Second one, it depends on the area of cross sections. You know, wire is cylindrical in shape and the area of cross section will be circle. So, it resistance of a conductor changes in inversely proportional with the area of cross sections. That means if we doubles the area of cross sections, then resistance will be halved. And if we half the area of cross section, then resistance will be doubled. Third one, resistance of a different material will be different. Students, you know, resistance for the copper material is low, silver material is low, but if you take another materials like iron, zinc, then its resistance will be high. Fourth one, it depends on the temperature of the surroundings. For different temperature, the resistance of a material will be different. Generally, for the metals, it increases with the increase in temperature. So, for a given material at constant temperature, resistance is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the area of cross sections. So, here we have written it. On combining equation 1 and 2, we get R, that is resistance, is directly proportional to the length by area of cross sections. So, if we have to remove the proportionality, then we have to add a constant term. So, we will add here rho, that is resistance equal to rho L by A. So, what is rho here? Rho here is resistivity of a material and it is constant for any material at constant temperature. Now see resistivity. So what is resistivity? Now see here. R equal to rho L by A. That means if L will be 1 and area of cross section will be 1 meter square, then R will be what? Resistivity rho. So we can define resistance offered by a material having length 1 meter and area of cross section 1 meter square is called resistivity of material. Now we will find the SI unit of resistivity. See here. R equal to rho L by A. So rho equal to R A by L. Now unit of resistance will be ohm, area of cross section meter square and length unit is meter. So on solving, we get SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Now the question is definition of unit of resistivity, or maybe it 1 ohm meter. Answer will be same for both. If a material having length 1 meter and area of cross section will be 1 meter square offer a resistance of 1 ohm, then resistivity of material will be 1 ohm meter. Now see how this is possible. Rho equal to RA by L. So if R equal to 1 ohm, area of cross section 1 meter square, length 1 meter, then resistivity will be 1 ohm meter. Now, students, for solving numericals, you have to remember some points in your mind, that if we cut the wire, then length decreases, but area of cross sections remains the same. But if we stretch the wire, then length increases and area of cross sections decreases, because if we stretch the wire, then there is change in the length and there is also change in the area of cross sections, that is area of cross section decreases. So thank you students for this class, and in the next lecture we will describe about the resistance of a series of resistance, parallel connections, all the things. Thank you students.